people that are like, yo, this is not my Pantera, the 2023, this new version of Pantera with Zach and Charlie. Of course, we lost the great Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Daryl, but I see people when I post content on, what's going on currently with Pantera. I see some people that hate. They're just like, yo, this isn't really Pantera. This is a tribute band. All this type of shit. I know some of you guys see it too. And I figured to go live. I never go live on this channel. We'll see if it's a hit or a miss and maybe a complete dud. But hey, you never know until you try. How is it a tribute band when you have two members of Pantera in the band? A tribute band is like if like me, you, that person over there, and that person over there started playing Pantera songs at at a bar or a little nightclub or something. I think that's what a tribute band is. I think that it's a little bit disrespectful, and I know a lot of people are going to be triggered by this, but just hear me out at first. Don't just jump at me in the comments. But what's up, Cold Mist? What's going on, bro? Hit the like too, please, everyone. It's very important. Everyone says it's so disrespectful that they're doing this with Daryl and also Vinnie Paul, right? But what about it being a little disrespectful that people are stopping Rex and Phil from actually continuing on from music they created? Did you guys forget that they recorded music too? Like, this is just as much their band also. I know it started without Phil at first, but when Phil came in, let's be real, it became amazing, right? Phil was a huge piece of Pantera just as much as everyone else. He's the damn singer of the band. So I think it's a little disrespectful that you guys, some of you guys, are shitting on people like Phil that is out there and making it like, like this isn't Pantera. Phil, Rex, they're Pantera just as much as the other two, the brothers, man. We love them guys, right? He says, yeah, live on this channel would be dope. Are you still? No, not on caffeine no more. Unfortunately, my contract expired. Maybe I'll be on caffeine TV soon again. But I just think it's a little odd that people are kind of selling short Phil and Rex. I think that what they're doing is just continuing on. They do it in good taste. The people they hired to continue this on with are two very close friends of Dimebag and Vinnie. Charlie from Anthrax, now Pantera, was very close to Dimebag. I mean, damn what, Dimebag was recording solos on Anthrax albums, right? So like right then and there, that makes a lot of sense to me. And then on top of that, you also have Zach, right? Zach Wild, who was great friends with Daryl also. So you have friends that are continuing on. I don't think that people are being fair. I see a lot of positivity though, because as I said, I do post some content regarding Pantera, and majority of it is positive. But you get those one or two comments every few days saying, this ain't my Pantera, or this ain't... Listen, of course we wish that the Abbott brothers were still with us, right? But at the end of the day, they're not. But at the end of the day, Phil and Rex recorded so much amazing music with these two brothers. Why can't they continue on? How unfair is it, and how selfish is it that people expect them to not go on? They put out classic music, amazing music that helped a lot of us get through shit. And y'all just want them to not go on tour? I mean, if you go and you see the show, Charlie even has both of their faces on the kick drums, on the bass drums. I think they're doing it with a lot of great taste. I'm pretty sure there's even a little tribute midway through where they play what Black Sabbath song. Let me know in the comments. I forgot offhand which one it was. I think people just like to complain online, man. I really do. I think that in this day and age, it's all about seeing shit that's going to get you attention. I think that people are serious attention whores in this day and age. So people are always looking for something to bitch and moan about. Like, I really think people just are always looking for something to complain about. Let me know how audio is too. I think we're gonna end this video really soon. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on. I guess people aren't getting notified, which kind of sucks. I wanted to at least give it a shot, go live here, and if this doesn't get any views, I'll probably just take it down. So hit the like and comment and interact. Like, how do you feel about the backlash? Which I think it's not a huge backlash, but as I said, if I look at my shorts that I've done with Pantera, I see maybe for every 5 to 10 positive comments, there is one shitty one. And you guys are all entitled to your opinions. So like, I'm not saying don't freaking, like, don't disagree with me. I want to hear your opinions. Maybe you guys can open my eyes and ears to why I shouldn't be thinking this way. Riddick is in here. Riddick, thank you for that promo. I'm going to start using that as an intro when I go live from time to time on the Sneak Riddick. He says they are literally half of an original band. Yes, the brothers were the core, but Phil and Rex are just as much a part as... Exactly. I mean, it's literally half of the band. That's what I don't understand. Like, you have 2 out of the 4 members. It's so odd to me. Why? You know, there was a video of Vinny saying that he doesn't want Pantera to ever get back on tour before he passed away. You know, God rest his soul. But, you know, he's no longer with... That's his choice, right? That was his thought, right? But now he's not there. Rest in peace. It's Phil and Rex. They want to go on tour. So why can't they go on tour? Another thing is that I see that funny is they'll say, oh, this is all just a cash grab. This is just a money grab. And please hit that like button too, guys. Please. It helps if we hit the like and that little heart thing on the side of the chat. If you're in here, more people will get notified. What's up with people saying this is all just a cash grab? These guys are working. Do you guys forget that they're actually working? They're not doing this shit for free. Do people understand how exhausting it is to go on tour? Now, I am not a musician where I've gone on tour, but I am someone that interviews artists, that travels from time to time. That shit is exhausting, and I'm doing it maybe once every 3 weeks, sometimes 2 weeks. These guys are going on tour, and they're going city to city, state to state, country to country. I mean, they are traveling all over the place. That is tiring, traveling. Some of you guys may have traveled just to go on a summer vacation, and y'all fucking still exhausted off that shit, right? So you imagine them doing that. This is work, guys. So it's more than just a cash grab. I hate when people say that about anything. Oh, it's a cash grab. They are working. This shit is work. Let's see what the chat got to say. Ken Young says, it's really for the fans to experience those songs live, and the fans paying, and that will be, yeah, he says F the rest, basically. You're right. Look, dude, this is, I have read so many comments of so many people so happy to have seen these live shows this year. I mean, I got the opportunity to see them live, right? I seen them live. It was like maybe 1999, somewhere around there. I seen them live during the Black Sabbath reunion tour. It was them, Linkin Park, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Chili Peppers showed up and played a couple of tunes. It was a crazy show, and I still have the concert T-shirt somewhere. I got to dig that up. But, you know, I just feel... How is my audio, by the way? Hit 1, 2, 3 in the chat if the audio's good. Hopefully it is. But, you know, besides all the traveling, which is so exhausting, they're actually performing too for 2 hours, right? Did you guys even pay attention, the haters out there, did you even pay attention to their set? They've got flames and pyro, and I mean, it is fucking amazing. The show looks amazing. Why is there so much hate for this? I don't understand it. I really don't. And look, as I said, I am not one of these people that is like, it's my way or it's no way. I want to hear your opinions. I really do. I want to hear why you guys feel upset about it. But it's just not logical to me at all, right? And the thing is, right, let's be real. Dimebag is one of the greatest guitarists ever. He's hands down. Eddie Van Halen damn what gave him his guitar when he died and put it in his casket. Eddie Van Halen is not doing that for just a fan of him. All right. Eddie Van Halen gave him that guitar and put it in his casket when he died because he respects his art, his craft, his skills. He's one of the greatest ever. When Dimebag Darrell plays the guitar, you know it's a Dimebag solo, bro. He's one of the greatest. Eddie Van Halen, most people will say he's the greatest guitarist ever. If not, who is, right? Who the F is? There's a few others that you could put in that category. But I think it's insane. Hit the like button too, guys, if you're in the live, please, so we could get more people in here. I think that it's crazy to me, like the whole shit, like that Phil, like it's so bad that they're going on. When Phil is the singer, the guitarist is the guitarist. I forgot where I was going with it. Now I pick back up. The guitarist usually isn't the front man of the band. The singer is, right? The singer is so important. If you have a different singer in a band, it usually doesn't work. It feels weird, right? For example, I really didn't like when Anthrax got rid of Joey Belladonna. I know that some people love the Bush era. I didn't, man. I didn't hate it, but I was such a diehard fan. And when they got rid of Joey, I love Joey, man. You know, it's my guy. Like, you know, those guys, like all them bands, like those are my guys, you know. But them replacing now, when they replaced Dan Spitz, right? Dan Spitz is an amazing guitarist. Amazing guitarist, Dan Spitz. And I think he's underrated. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. And he was a huge sneakerhead too, which I would love to interview one day. But when he left the band, right? I as a fan felt like, damn, man, he's gone, you know? But I think a lot of fans, they're still able to continue listening because the singer, you know, as long as you got the singer there, I think for the most part, a lot of fans, not diehard fans like me, I was like, damn, Dan's leaving. I'm like, fuck, I used to love his solos, man, and all of his cool guitars, like the ones that, remember he had the guitar with the Ninja Turtles and shit on it? You know, he just seems super cool, like, so like me, like, and a lot of you guys that watch, I think you guys are music fanatics, so like that shit, like we feel something when someone's like leaves the band, whether it's death or just on their own or fired, whatever the case. But when you have the singer, right? The singer is what delivers the song, the words, right? You can't replace the singer unless you do AI, artificial intelligence. I mean, so like, let's say like you had Pantera, like all the members of Pantera except Phil, it's not gonna feel right because you're hearing fucking a different voice. But being that you have the singer still alive, still sounding amazing, I mean, and there's not enough praise for Phil's voice. Yo, he sounds freaking amazing, bro. I think that he's in good spirits, B. I don't know if he's doing yoga or some shit. You see him, he got his shoes off. He'd be on the stage barefoot and shit, like on some like, what's that, Rick Rubin shit. Remember Rick Rubin, you know Rick Rubin, the big producer with the hair, and he always be barefoot and shit. He on some Zen master shit now. But, yo, like, at the end of the day, bro, I just think it's a little unfair that people are giving such a hard time to Phil, I think. I don't even think Rex is getting the heat. I think that they're doing great, man. I'm very happy about this. Let me see what this chat is saying. Guys, hit that like, man. There's more people in here. Please hit the like. And leave comments after, too. He says Genesis, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Van Halen, yeah. I mean, but look, the replacements, like, for example, you know, with Black Sabbath, you had Ronnie Dio, right? Ronnie Dio was fucking amazing. So if you have Ronnie Dio replacing Ozzy, what did they put out? What was the album, Heaven and Hell? That was a pretty good album, man. I remember listening to it when I was a kid. But for me, Ozzy is everything, man. You know, um, like Ozzy is like, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. Every time I see Ozzy trending, I get so scared he's gonna die. Like, I'm like, no, I'm gonna be so sad when Ozzy dies. Just talking about it is getting me emotional, man. Um, yeah, just like, they switched up with the Misfits. Some people didn't like the music after Glenn Danzig left, but you know, I just think it's so wild how much shit I see on the internet still about this when it's about the fans going and watching the show. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, don't fucking go to the show. But once again, we live in this era, I think, where people like to bitch and moan and to get attention, right? People love to get attention, so they're gonna whine, cry like a baby just to get likes and all that shit, you know? Damn, I wish that this would do better, this live. Maybe on the playback it will. And maybe the time also. I'm in my storage right now. I gotta get rid of more stuff. I have so much shit here. And it's time to get rid of pieces because I've got too much shit. Let's see. I agree, man. Most of the time, losing the voice of the band is the end. Yes. But, like with Van Halen, too, right? You had David Lee Roth, who was incredible, right? David Lee Roth was such an ill front man. And then you had Sammy Hagar. They were great. Both great talents, superstars. I think David Lee Roth had more of like a big presence, right? But would Van Halen be as successful if they kept him or Sammy took them to another level? That's another question, Yo, what up, Kick James? Don't forget, 8:30 p.m. we're gonna be on the Sneaker Addict. I just love music. I love nerding out and talking to you guys. I just see so much hate. Look at these comic books here. I see so much hate about Pantera on my comments, on the comment section. And I don't get it. I understand people are sad and upset that they've moved on, but what do you want them to do? Once again, what would you like them to do? It's so unfair for people to say, well, the Abbott brothers are no longer with us, so Pantera needs to be buried to the ground, and they cannot perform. They cannot perform their music they recorded. You realize that Phil was in the studio singing his ass off, touring. He's part of the band. The front man of the band is Phil. And some of you guys are pissed off that he is going out there to see his fans. It's so weird, I swear. No, but if DZ, if you see, there's an interview where Vinny said he doesn't want there to be a reunion tour. He said he didn't want there to be. He goes, if my brother ain't in there, but you gotta think too, man. It's a touchy situation for him because it's his brother. Let's be real. That's his brother. Think about if you were him. Like, that's some painful shit, man. It's his brother. Like, just thinking about, I have a brother, Think about it. Pretend you are Vinny and your brother is Dimebag and what happened. That's really traumatizing shit right there, bro. And it's effed up, man. So, like, I'm not saying that Vinny is selfish for even saying that or anything like that. I get it, bro. I get it. I love all those guys, man. I wish they all were together, but they're not. But I just really wanted to go live. I actually thought about going live last night, but I was out drinking. And I said, man, I ain't going to be on here all loose and wavy. I want to be sharp when I speak. So even though I'm probably not very sharp right now while I'm speaking, I'm probably all over the place. And part of it's just because I'm very passionate about this. I just think that it's just not fair, man. It's not fair that people are so like anti this new wave. This is great. I mean, I want them to record new music. I think that, can you imagine if they recorded new music? That'd be fucking great. But some people are gonna say, oh, hell no. They cannot record new music. That's so disrespectful, you know? Is it disrespectful if they went in the studio and recorded new music? Now that, I don't know if I'd sign off on. You'd want to change the name? Well, I understand where you're coming from, because, correct me if I'm wrong, Pantera started without Phil, right? But I'm pretty sure Rex was always in the band. Was Rex always in the band? Help me out with that. I love how you're really into this, DZ. I love that, because you're on my Sneaker Addict channel. You know, I could understand that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I want them to record music. Dude, you got an all-star lineup, bro. You know, you got an all-star lineup. Charlie's one of the greatest drummers ever, and I'm not saying that because he's a friend of mine. Some people, I think all you guys in the stream know that. He's a friend of mine, you know? We're into a lot of the same shit. Obsessed with like Star Wars and Funko Pop and it's funny because he just got his Funko Pop signed, I think, by Ice Cube. And I got mine signed last time I seen him. I got mine signed by Ice Cube last time I seen him. I was showing him. So he finally got his signed. That's what's up, bro. Zach is incredible. He's an incredible guitarist, bro. Can you imagine them in the studio? And Phil sounds so great live, bro. Have you guys caught even the YouTube videos of Phil live? His voice sounds so good. I think that he's in a good place right now. Because there was a point in time his voice wasn't sounding too great. But he's back in business. He sounds like $1 million. And I would love to hear some new music. They gotta give us something new. Anthrax is supposed to be putting out new music late this year. I'm hoping Halloween. I would love it to be on Halloween. Matter of fact, when I seen Charlie last time, spoke for a while with him. I sat down backstage, and I was just catching up with him. We talked about a lot. I'm not going to share much, but he did say that I told him the dopest shit would be if y'all dropped the song on Halloween. Drop the song, because he told me new music's coming before they announced it. I just didn't say nothing. I was with Stretch, actually, too. Shout out to Stretch. And he said new music's coming. And he did say that, I did tell him, I said, yo, just drop a single on Halloween, bro. So Matt, that would be cool if they dropped it on Halloween, like a new Anthrax song. Because I think it'll time right around that time, because I think the tour starts slowing down a little. But they're on tour right now with Metallica. I think the Metallica tour in the States is about to start. Yeah, I mean, look, Phil wasn't perfect. He did some shit that pissed off a lot of people, right? I mean, shit, he pissed off people from Anthrax too, bro. When he said some of the crazy shit he said, or well, he did something, you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, look, people aren't perfect, you know, and sometimes people are not in their right mind too at the time, right? I'm not saying that it's okay what he did, but, you know, sometimes you gotta give people another chance, right? You don't have to, though. I'm not saying you have to give someone another chance, but why not? Riddick says Phil has gone clean and has been really regretting his past actions. He deserves a second chance to redeem himself. Exactly. And as I said, go search or go on my channel and go to some of the short videos, because I've got some great short videos. My man walking around with like house slippers on and shit, barefoot, just so cozy and comfortable in his own skin and just rocking out, bro. Yo, he sounds so effing good too, man. Like, so good. He sounds so good. He says, I was given a second chance, just saying. I royally effed up the first 30 years of my life. Yeah, a lot of people have, bro. I'm not perfect, you know. There's people in my past, I wish they gave me second chances, but they didn't. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to dread over that. I'm just going to keep it moving and say, fuck it, you know? Look at that. That's kind of cool. I'm going to just keep going, you know? You can't live in the past, man. That's the thing. And I think that's the problem with some people also, is a lot of people are living in the fucking past. So they're all about the fact that, you know, without, like, Dimebag is everything, right? Dimebag is Pantera, is just as much as Pantera. Yes, he was so amazing as a guitarist. It's like, matter of fact, think about Van Halen without Eddie Van Halen, right? Didn't they just put out an album too? Wow, that's interesting too. So, what's the drummer's name from Van Halen? What's the drummer's name? Was it something Michael Anthony or something? Someone help me out. Something like that. Is he really in the band now? Or is that a rumor? Because I heard he didn't want to do that. That's what someone was telling me. Macho Man. Oh yeah. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure Sammy put out an album. Sammy Hagar and oh no, it's not the drummer, the bass player. Who plays bass on who played bass on excuse me, the bass player. What's his name? What's his name? Michael Anthony or something? I forget. I'm having a brain freeze with this shit. Help me out here. But yeah, whatever. The bass player and Sammy put out an album beginning of the year. Sammy Hagar we're talking about. Yeah, Michael Anthony. I thought I had it right. So, you know, people could say, well, yo, that's like one half of the band. You didn't see them do that, right? Like what Pantera's doing. I'm trying to play devil's advocate, you know? I'm not trying to say you're wrong and that's it. Like, I want to hear what people got to say. I really do. I do want to hear what people got to say. Because I'm curious. I'm curious to hear what people have to say. Are people, you know, in favor of it? Or are people like, yo, fuck that shit. That's so foul. Because there's people that are really pissed off about it. Like really mad. Like mad about it. Like super effing mad. But, yeah, once again, the people that are saying, yo, this is a cash grab, they're working. This is work. This is a effing job, guys. They're working. This ain't free. Try traveling from city to city, state to state, country to country, and see how it feels, you know? He says, bro, I'm going to bring up Static X again. They're on tour with their new singer literally wears a mask to look like Wayne. Well, I'll tell you something, man. I seen Stone Temple Pilots at this festival with this new singer. I don't know who the fuck he is, but that shit disturbed me, bro. I was sick by it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to those guys. That shit made me sick. I had to walk away. I was legit upset. I was upset, bro. I wasn't upset like mad. I was more like, this shit made me sad. That's the right way to say it. It made me sad to see that. Because I was like, yo, like, this ain't right. This don't sound right. It don't look right. And maybe people are going to say, well, that's how I feel about Dimebag. And Vinnie Paul not being there. This shit make me feel sad when I see this shit. Well, you know what? Walk away like I did. Don't watch it, you know? I mean, I'm sure I'm going to feel a little, like, sadness when I do see them live. Because I love those guys. So I'm sure part of me is going to be like, damn, man. You know? Like, now that I think about it, part of me may feel that way a little bit. But a part of me is also going to be like, holy shit, this is Zakk Wylde. Like, these are it makes sense. Like, these guys that have came on board with this project, it makes sense. It's not just like some guy. And maybe that guy from the Stone Temple Pilots makes sense. But I don't know who the fuck he is. So I got no connection to it. Oh yeah, I've seen Zach live with Ozzy, man, and it was incredible. It was so fucking amazing, man. I'm so blessed to have seen Ozzy twice, bro. Amazing. I wish I got to see him again. It's such a shame. That's why it's important y'all go to these concerts, bro. Like seriously, like if you could go to a concert, go to that shit. Cause you're always gonna regret not going if you didn't go, you know? I passed a few times going to Ozfest to see Ozzy in my life, you know, him being on tour. I should have seen him at least 3 more times, you know? But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. Please hit the like. There's a super thanks also. If you're watching the playback, if you want to buy me a brewski or something, or show some love, hit that super thanks. Of course, the super chat. If y'all want to keep going, send a super chat. I don't think I've ever gotten a super chat here. I don't have no promo to play, but I'm looking for like stuff from my storage to get rid of right now. I have so much shit, so many collectibles, stuff like that. Just really need to get rid of all this shit. It's so much. So I'm just going through like some of my collectibles to get rid of some of it, you know. I don't have any PayPal or equivalent to PayPal. I need to. Yeah, there's a button. It's a super chat button where you can hit that and show love, but it's not necessary. I'm about to get up out of here. But yeah, I hope this comes out good, this video. If not, I may just put on private or unlisted. So you may want to bookmark it if you want to watch this. And hopefully, you know, if people interact in the chat, I'm going to keep it. In the comment section, I'm going to keep it up. But if you enjoyed this stream, come back when it's over and leave a comment with your thoughts on this. Because I think that this is something that people are talking about. I just see it so much on YouTube, like all of the fucking haters. And I just, once again, I just think it's odd. I think it's odd. But as I said, I think people are fucking miserable, bro. People always got to complain, and they always want to fucking go against anything. Just for a like, for a look. People just want to be paid attention to. So they're going to say this, that, and the third. There's some people that just genuinely feel a certain sort of way. And that's fine also. It's okay to be upset about, you know, this, if that's how you feel. But I think that people need to also put some respect on those two guys, man. You know? Those guys didn't want those two to pass away. They passed away. It sucks. It's horrible. Especially the way Dimebag passed away was horrific, right? But it wasn't. They should have the right to perform their songs. It's just as much their songs as the Abbott brothers. It's just as much their songs, in my opinion. Let me know yours. And I'm out. If you're hanging out, please go and watch some of my reaction videos. All right, please. I post reaction videos every day. The short videos are getting so many views, but the long videos are getting shit. And I think that's because this generation's attention span has gone to shit. Because everything is these short videos. Even music nowadays is all short music. All these shits are short now. You ever notice that? Everything's these short things, because I think that a lot of these kids, their attention span has gone to shit. Because of this TikTok and all this crap, you know? So I'm out of here. Hopefully we get some good playback action. Like, share, comment. Please, share. All right? Tell a friend about the show so that we can get more people in here. If you're just walking in here, please, if you're just walking in here, watch this from the beginning. The question is, you know, is it right that people are giving, you know, Phil and I guess Rex shit for continuing on? Riddick says that Phil wrote most of the songs with the two brothers. Really? Yeah, I was wondering who actually wrote the music. I always wondered that. So the brothers wrote the music also, like the lyrics. Who was the songwriter? Was it Phil alone? Was it collective with all of them? You know, like for instance with Anthrax, I don't know if you guys know, but Charlie and Scott Ian are the writers. They write the music. I think they've wrote every single fucking song. Before Phil, man, after, yeah, I mean, they were a freaking hair metal band at first, bro. They were an effing hair metal band. You know, not for nothing. They got cool once Phil came through, man. Once Phil came through, they were popping, bro. You know? So give Phil some fucking respect, B. Because you don't know what that band would have been without Phil in it. Phil got them looking right. Think about that. Phil got them looking right. Think about before they were doing the hair metal shit, the tights and all that shit. They were dressed up looking like Poison and shit. You know? I mean, that was what was in. And then Phil came through, and then Phil got them sounding fucking where they needed to sound. Can you imagine Dimebag if he was just playing that kind of music? DZ says Pantera would have been big in Texas without Phil, till they hit about 35. Without Phil, it's not the Pantera people are up in arms over. Exactly. So people need to put that into retrospect too. Like, the fact of the matter is that Phil took them to a whole nother level, a new level of confidence and power. He did. I know that sounded awful probably, but he took them to a new level, bro. That fucking riff is so dope, bro. And then it speeds up. That's that shit right there. DZ says Phil is a straight up front man. The guy before him was just a guy. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really on them until Cowboys from Hell. You know, when that Cemetery Gates, that shit just took my soul when I heard that shit. And I did a reaction video to that, but I'm waiting to see if they'll release that copyright claim. Hopefully they do, because it was actually very emotional, because that song takes me back to one of my best friends, my friend Frank. And we used to be in a band. He used to actually play the drums. I used to play guitar. Shout out to my boy Mike. He used to play the bass. And then my dude Matt was lead guitarist. And my dude Ralphie was singing. The band was called Remotely Under. You know, we were just playing in the garage. We were kids. But we would love Pantera, bro. It was like, my friend Frank lived so close to me. He lived like the street over, so I just cut through his yard to go into him in New York. And we grew up together. I've known him since I was like 7 years old, man. And then he died when we were 19. He got in a car accident and died. Vulgar Display of Power. That was like one of the albums. And then the Far Beyond Driven. We listen to it all the time. You're muted, shit. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good now, okay. Yeah, so, you know, that shit was so special to me, that their music's very special to me, you know. Very special to me. I love them. Like, I love that band so much. I mean, so much, guys. It's sad what happened, but all in all, I think that people need to really be a little more fair with shit. I think that some people are being a little unfair about it. And I know some people are going to be, well, it's not fair what happened to Daryl. Yeah, I know it's not fair what fucking happened to Daryl. That shit was fucked up, right? But at the end of the day, like, they didn't show, that's not on Phil and Rex, you know? Yeah, we definitely must be around the same age, bro. Damn, did everyone hit the light? Come on, man. I'm outside. You know it's 90 degrees outside, right? You see me? I'm glowing and shit. I'm sweating my ass off. All right, man. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Who's in here still so I can say thank you for watching? Yeah, rest in peace, my bro from another, man. My guy Frank, he was a tough motherfucker too, bro. He looked a little like Kurt Cobain. He had the Kurt Cobain hair and everything. He was a tough dude, man. People would try to test him. He'd knock people out all the time. He was so tough. But a great person. Crazy as fuck. I remember once we were on the going through the tolls. He drove, I think we were like going like 80, 90 miles an hour through the toll, man. It was crazy, like stupid shit. Coming back from the city, about to hit the toll, going back into Yonkers, like just dumb shit, man. Thank God I'm alive, man. Real talk. I was so stupid when I was young. We'd always do so much dumb stuff, bro. Thank God. But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see how this performs. I'll see y'all later, man. And come back and leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And if you have time, watch one of the new reactions, maybe the Metallica ones or something. You'll see something. Go to the video section. I'm having trouble getting the regular videos going. We are monetized now, but I just want to get more eyes on this shit. So if you could come back when I leave. I'm about to leave, but thank you, DZ. Thank you everyone that came through, Riddick. And I'll catch y'all later. 8:30 p.m. East Coast time on the Sneaker Addict on YouTube. We'll be live. The Sneaker Addict. It's gonna be, if you're into sneakers, it's gonna be a crazy sneaker battle. 8:30 p.m. at the Sneaker Addict. All right.